Welcome back to the Mix, lovelies and friends, and it's a great day today. Now, on the mix today, we have Lady V, and Lady V is talking about Lorraine and the call that Lorraine made to her. She's also speaking about what happened on that call. She's saying that she didn't speak to Lorraine about any ill will against anybody else, and they only spoke about the children because her main priority was to speak about the children, the interest of the call. So go ahead and watch the video to find out more about what Lady V has to say about this call, and have yourselves a wonderful day.
Lorraine didn't try to tell me anything. Bob didn't try. Michelle didn't try. Festive didn't try. Because it would be pointless. How can you tell someone who to love? How can you tell someone who to respect? How can you tell someone who to admire? So what we understood from the drum street, you cannot speak to me concerning this. When they came on my platform, it was not my place to then say, okay, since I have you here, what are your problem with X? I don't want that here. I don't need to be a part of that. Oh, since I have you here, you know I'm close to this person. Why you always say that wasn't why I was here? I was here about children. And that's it. I was here about children. I didn't see the need to go put myself and dig up and go down in. I didn't want to, and I wouldn't. And I don't regret the way I handled the situation. And if I could do it all over again, I would have done it the same way. Because it was not my place to now go say, so what did happen? Well, I could have a fight against my sister. No! I wasn't talking about my sister. I wasn't here to defend my sister. I was here defending children. When they spoke about my sister child, I spoke, right? When they spoke about Alicia child, I spoke. When they spoke about other people's children, I spoke. When they spoke about Mr. Handsome grandchildren, I spoke. When they spoke about what's her name, granddaughter, I spoke. So when they spoke about Lorraine's grandson, I spoke. It is not anything about the adults to me. It's about the kids. I will not be coming out here to long out my neck and take on things relating to adults. They must know what they know, what they're involved in, what their entanglement is, without me inserting myself in that. Because what I've learned, when you insert yourself into adults' affairs, it does not guarantee loyalty. The very adult, hey Christy, what's up, sweets? I need to talk to you. Link me tomorrow. When you insert yourself in adults' affairs out here today, tomorrow that very adult come out here and speak in a way to cause you to be attacked, disrespected, and tear down. So I do not speak on the behalf of adults anymore. What I've seen is adults saying adults are friends, and a little misunderstanding, and then we hear already that in the back end. Adults and adults are so. One little something happen, and we start to hear something like, woo, Jesus. That's what she said. Yes, that's why I don't do adults. I will always rep for the kids. Always. So I don't want anyone to form the view or the opinion that Lorraine and her team and I are friends, because we're not. And I colluded with them to do or to say, because that didn't happen. They called, I showed them respect. And if they call tomorrow or whenever they choose to call here, they will be shown uttermost respect. As long as they bring the respect. Any member of the team, which would be Lorraine, Bob, Michelle, and Festive, any member of that team, those four, can call and can express a view and I can listen. I will not always agree. If it's something that I can see eye to eye on, then I can agree. It's not about me agreeing or disagreeing. It's being respectful to airing different, takes. And if ever, I've never called over there, but if ever there's a thing over there that I think I can connect with too, I don't see who can tell me I can't connect with it, I can't listen to it, I can't hear it, I can't respect it, I can't appreciate it, just because I'm not a just because type of person. Do I agree with most things that maybe would have been said? Not necessarily, no. But it is not my place to fight that fight. It's not my place to come in the street every day with a placard. It's not my place to make all my lives and everything in my life about that, them, and surround that. They are not revolving their world around me, so why should I revolve my life around them? And that is what we are not getting, and that is what is wrong in this diaspora. We're going to go to hell in a handbasket because we are not women and men enough to say, okay, I can be objective. Let me hear what Lady V has to say. All right, I heard her. Didn't take a few of the points the way she would have hoped, but I heard. Let me hear what Elizabeth has to say. Heard her, but while I may side with her on a few things, I couldn't side with her on everything. Why can't it be like that? Why, if you talk to a person that not like Valine, your World War II enemy, why if someone who cursed chit-chat reach out to me and say, Lady V, good morning, I really want to say something to you, and I say, okay, what's going on? Oh, you're a chit-chat friend, you're an enemy. You see them a talk. It's not if you talk, it's what you talk about. It's not the fact that you may speak to a person, it's what you say when you speak to the person. Now, if I'm friends with Yvette and Elizabeth, and when I speak to Yvette, I hear this, and when I speak to Elizabeth, I hear this, and then I'm taking tales from Elizabeth to Yvette, and from Yvette to Elizabeth, then I'm a snake. I'm a dangerous person. I'm someone to be feared and to be avoided. I'm very deadly. I'm the heart of confusion. I create problem everywhere I go. But if I listen and I say, you know what, I really don't want to be a part of that, but you could have said it a little different. The other person say, listen, a soft answer turned away wrath, grievous words serve anger, squash that, move on. What did I do wrong? You get you get some form of resolution. You get peace to reign between two persons who would have gone at war. Now, this is not the case with Lorraine and her camp and Valine, because we never discuss what you guys would want to hope or would like to suggest that we did or we have. We never really had conversations around that. It's not no multi-conversation like nobody talking. No. So the bottom line is, when they called and I was disrespected on their platform and Michelle spoke, I felt Michelle was in her right to speak, and I actually thanked her for it publicly, because I felt I didn't call you people. Y'all came here. Y'all spoke, and I showed y'all love and respect. I have no heart against any of you. I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you what to say. Am I in agreement? No. Do I support the lines of arguments all the times? No. But then, you as an individual, let's move along from topics to topics. Because there's so many topics that I would have done that I'm sure people do not appreciate me for. Right? I see someone that I really thought genuinely care for me and like me, said to me, Lady V, when you said the word poison, I felt disappointed. And I take it for what she said. It was a poor taste of language. It was not something that was supposed to be said. So I can take that. And the reason why I can take that is because it came from someone without motives. It's because it came from someone that I know was being very genuine and non-judgmental. She was just saying, Lady V, I knew you were upset and I knew you were frustrated because that young lady has always been poking you. So I think because you never answer for all this time and you choose to answer now, you was mad and you blow. But the word was wrong. And I said, in retrospect, the word was wrong. It was a poor taste, poor choice of words. I wouldn't say I regret saying the word because you have to be true to yourself and to be true to God. I felt like the human being had irritated me to the point, and the human being did not see what was wrong, but actually pat the wrongdoer on the back, condoned what was wrong, and cheered in a negative direction, and I just couldn't stand it. So I really respect the person who said that. I saw Pearl write it in a comment, and Pearl, I respect you for that, because if you love someone, this is what happened. You tell them the truth. When you love a human being, you don't say everything you do and say is right. When you love someone, you don't make them feel like they can't do anything wrong. When you love someone, you should never say yes to everything, because if you did love them, there would be times that the alignment would have been off, where you can't agree with them on this or on that. And I think, not defending Michelle in any way, shape, or form, but I think that's what happened with Michelle when she called out the character to say, don't do this. Michelle was showing maturity. And Michelle was basically saying, if someone extend grace to us, we ought to extend grace, reciprocity. I think that's what she was trying to say. I don't know if it was communicated, but I think, or if it was understood or comprehended, but I think that's where she was going with it. Now, let me say this. I am not friends with Lorraine and her team. They are not friends with me. These people know my general stance and position on things from Jump Street from day one. I love who I love. I support who I support. I admire who I admire. And that will never change because of anything they do or say or think. Which I don't know what they do, say, or think, because they'll never bring these things to me, because we do not have that type of relationship where we talk about people. We don't have that type of relationship where we go talking about people like that. So bottom line, that's not even a thing. Now, let me just say this, right? Wrong is wrong and right is right. And if someone you love call you out on a wrong, you take it, and you take it generously, graciously. And you sit yourself down and you do some introspection. I tell you, when the lady told me, Valine, you know I really care about you, but the word poison was wrong. And I took it and I went back to look at the clip and I said, that word right there. But at the same time, she went further. She said, I knew, because the person been poking you for so long, and you held your head straight and you ignored and you ignored and you ignored. I felt this time it just pokes you and you blow, because you're already in the blow mood. But you must always be able to control your emotions. I take it, and I take it so graciously, because she meant well. She came from a place of love. Reprimand must always come from a place of love. Do not reprimand people from a place of because I like you, may I say this. Because I envy you, may I say this. Because I want to be you, may I say this. Because I want to turn the crowd against me. No, that's no. Don't reprimand anyone from that space. That space is where you will never get what you want. Reprimand people for what they have done wrong if it is wrong.